Hey everyone, and welcome to Trendy List. In today's video, we have for you some moments where celebrities have flirted with fans. Make sure to stay till the end of the video, so you don't miss out on a single incident. Number 14. Leslie Mann and Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson and Leslie Mann are both Hollywood sweethearts, so it's really not surprising when they are in an interview and the host starts flirting with them. That's what happened on the talk show, How to Be Single, where both Dakota and Leslie went on as guests. Well, in this case, it was actually the actors who started the flirting, telling the host how handsome he was and that he had cute socks. They even told him to take off his jacket and unbutton his shirt. The guy was sporting enough, and he even asked them pickup lines, which proved to be very funny for both actors. However, there was some controversy regarding this particular session, as some people on the internet claimed that the flirting was off limits at places and didn't really seem appropriate.
If I had one more button undone, would it be better?
No. No. Maybe that's what, is that what's wrong? Is you have terrible pickup lines.
Oh, so something's wrong if you're single?
No, that you have terrible pickup lines.
No one uses pickup lines, right?
No?
I don't know.
I mean, is there
What's
something...
another? Do you have another one?
Yes. I don't have a library card, but can I check you out? No? Okay. All right. It works.
That one might work.
Number 13. Simon Cowell. No one probably expects Simon Cowell, of all people, to flirt with his fans. But astounding as it might sound, he actually did on one occasion. On the show America's Got Talent, where he is a judge, he was once asked by one of the participants, who apparently was a big fan of his, whether she could kiss him. To everyone's surprise, Simon actually said yes, only on the condition if she did really good. Well, as luck would have it, the lady did well, and Simon finally allowed her to come down from the stage and embrace him, and as promised, even kiss him. Number 12. Colin Farrell. Most of the times when celebrities flirt with their fans, it's during a show. But one exception was a time when Colin Farrell was so entranced by the beauty of the woman he was being interviewed by that he just couldn't help himself and went all in and kissed her, with permission though. And he also complimented her on her dress and the way she was looking.
You look great, by the way. Gentle, yeah? Just gentle and sweet.
Number 11. Chris Brown. Chris Brown always reminds us for his relationship and subsequent breakup with Rihanna. However, that is not the only time he has made headlines. During one of his concerts in Detroit, he had called a girl up on stage and made her lie down there. He subsequently proceeded to sing an entire piece to her, quite seductively to be real, and even sucked on her knee. Well, it did seem that he got carried away with the flow of events more than his fan did, but nevertheless, it can be said that the girl enjoyed the attention. Number 10. Emma Watson. Emma Watson is one of the very few people who've had a successful screen presence right from the time she was a childhood actress. And it really is nothing new that a lot of her fans are enamored by her. One such situation where she was in front of one of her fans who actually have a crush on her was during her interview after the movie Noah was released. The interview was scheduled by one of the YouTube channels where one of the hosts was pranked by his teammates, where he had to ask questions to Emma that were no less than flirting. The actress took the entire thing in good humor though, and even reciprocated in some. For instance, when asked whether she would go on a date with him, she said yes, she would like to.
Out of would you go on a date with me? That's clever, actually. So the question is, would you go on a date with me?
Yes.
Good job.
Number 9. Maluma. There really aren't a lot of people who think that the Latin pop artist Maluma is not hot. A lot of girls have a crush on him, and Maluma knows this. He does not really pass up an opportunity to flirt with his fans whenever he can. So really, it was no surprise when one of his fans absolutely lost it in excitement during one of his concerts in Amsterdam in 2017 when she got the chance to be up on stage with him. He performed a song as she stood with one of her arms around him and ended it by kissing her on the cheek and pecking her on the mouth. Number 8. Katy Perry. Pop icon Katy Perry handles her fan moments pretty well. In one of her concerts, she had called up one of her fans on stage and had quite a conversation with him. She told him he had a baby face and that he was cute. The singer didn't just stop there, but went forward to give him a present and allowed him to kiss her on the cheek. Needless to say, it was a great day for the fan. And this wasn't the only time she did this. In a concert in Jakarta, she also had a fan on stage and complimented on the tattoos on his shirtless body and took photos with him, even allowing him to kiss her and get those moments on camera. She also flirted with the multiple contestants on American Idol, where she was a judge.
on the cheek.
Number 7. Justin Bieber. In a very old video of Justin Bieber flirting with one of his fans on stage, he had called up on the stage a girl from the crowd. The girl, wearing a flower crown, was evidently very moved and emotional at first. But as Justin made her sit on the stage and began singing to her, slowly she eased into it and began enjoying herself. She even sat with her legs on the artist's lap, clearly having got a complete hold of the flow. Bieber got up and hugged the girl once the song was over, and took her by the hands and ran off the stage. Clearly, it was a great moment for the fan that day. Number 6. Johnny Depp. One of the biggest Hollywood heartthrobs of all time is Johnny Depp. He surely gives many people a lot of feels. His fans are always trying to get a hold of him. When he was on the set for shooting one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, while he was dressed as Jack Sparrow himself, his character from the movie, he was informed that a certain fan of his had actually been trying to get his attention for the past couple of days. On learning this, he himself insisted he was willing to give the lady fan of his a hug and a kiss, and luckily for her, she did get them as promised, and even got to take pictures with Depp. Number 5. Bruno Mars. In an episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Bruno Mars set the bar really high as to what modest flirting really was. When he was told that one of his dedicated fans was present among the audience, he asked her out for prom. But being a celebrity and all, he really couldn't have gone. So he made it up to her by promising to get her a new dress, tickets to his next concert, and finally put the cherry on top of the cake by asking her for an impromptu dance session on the set itself that was no less sweet and warm than an actual prom date. In all, it was one of the most endearing incidences when a celebrity was seen flirting with a fan. Number 4. Enrique Iglesias. Enrique Iglesias has been winning hearts ever since he started out. His fans absolutely love and adore him, and he seems to know that as well. During one of his concerts, he picked up a random girl from the cheering audience and serenaded to her parts of his song that he was doing. Number 3. Carrie Underwood. A lot of people must be having a crush on Carrie Underwood, but you'll be shocked to know that even teenagers are not excluded from that list. In fact, one time during one of her concerts, a teenage boy had actually been in the crowd and was seen holding up a sign that read, "Will you be my first kiss?" implying the message for Carrie. This caught the singer's attention, and she called him up on the stage, asked him a few questions, and actually gave him a kiss. Sure, it was just a peck, but that was enough for the boy as the crowd cheered loudly.
How are we gonna do this? Lip to lip. Here we go. Close your eyes.
Number 2. Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was shocked out of his wits when he was met by the screams of a fan of his while he was giving an interview at a show. The fan was so shocked to see the actor couldn't believe her eyes and lost all control and composure. After getting over the initial alarm, Heath went up to her and kissed her full on the mouth, rendering her even more speechless. Number 1. Michael Jackson. There's no denying of the fact that Michael Jackson is one of the most brilliant and popular musicians the world has ever seen, and has won a lot of hearts. But back in one of his concerts in 1993, a fan of his was given the chance to be up on stage with him. The girl was clearly overwhelmed and extremely hyped by getting to meet him and just simply be in his presence. She hugged him tight and kissed him a couple of times, clearly making the most out of this lifetime opportunity presented to her. In fact, she was heard screaming excitedly, which showed what it actually meant for her. Jackson also reciprocated her enthusiasm and pecked her on the face a couple of times. Though this is a bit of an old incident, it does show what it's like when a celebrity flirts with their fans.
That is
While you're still here, go ahead and click one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!